and Access to Justice Advocate Center, Legal Department, co-comrades, able viewers, and Queen Mrs. Solushola live from the K. Allen Avenue branch, who have a case of domestic violence reported by one Mrs. Deborah Prince against one Prince Chukwuemeka Kemakolam Odukemere. Am I right? Odukemere. Okay, please join us as we have the complainant in our office, hear her out, and how we can be of help to her. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice TV and follow us on our Facebook page on Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Advocate Center. For more useful information, visit our website on www.hrdac.org.ng. Thank you. Okay, good afternoon, ma'am. You speak up.
Okay. Mrs. Doborah, Prince of Kenya. I have been married for 11 years now.
You speak up. You're not speaking to me in this office.
Okay. I've been married for 11 years now.
Okay.
And my marriage is blessed with kids, marvelous. Since I got married to my husband, it has been hell for me. Initially, before the marriage, he promised me so many things, and I didn't know that I was going into a problematic marriage. And since I married him, he beats me, he disgraces me. I thought it was because I didn't have a child on time, because I stayed up to 5-6 years before giving birth. But I found out that even as I was pregnant of my daughter, he was still beating me. So all this while he has been threatening me that he wants to marry another woman, which I said it was okay by me. Like after all, we live in a 3-bedroom flat, he can stay and I can stay. But when I found out that the marriage is getting hotter and it was all about beating, when you come to our house today, all the dining table chairs, they break on me. Everything around, he sees them. No door in our house that has a key, because when he starts pursuing to beat me, I run into a room, he will break the door. And it has been hell for me. So since last year, even to take care of my daughter, he has not been taking care of us. I called him one certain time and I told him that any day I decide to report you anywhere, that there is nothing I will hide that you are doing to me. Sometimes after beating me, which I have some of my evidence in my phone, he will start apologizing to me, he will start begging me. And God knows that since I married him, I have never in any way reported him to my brothers. He is the one that always called them to tell them, come and remove this stupid woman from here, return my bride price. But all this while, I still believe that things will get better. He will beat me, sometimes he will beat me to a pulp, give me injuries all over the body. He will be telling me to lie to people that maybe I fell on the bathtub. It has been like that. He beats me, he disgraced me. Sometimes, last time he naked me. So it has been that way. And he said that anywhere I report him, that instead of him to win the case, that he will lay allegations to me. All this while, before he pays my daughter's school fees, we must fight before paying the school fees. Before this lockdown, my daughter was not attending any school. They called him and told him, marvelous, if your parents are not ready to train you, stay at home. Every time he will be carrying the school fees of the girl, just a child, over. That's how he has been beating me. Throughout all this lockdown, he doesn't stay at home. He's a pastor, a bishop, so to say. But every day he will go out On a Saturday morning, he will come back. Sunday morning. Last time he went, after sleeping outside, he was telling people that he was going to do program. But the day he called police for me and my daughter, when we get there, he said he was afraid that he was putting up with a girl. And since that time, it has been from one woman to another. He keeps threatening me that he's bringing in. So even to the extent I have reported him to the people, the uncle at Ghana. The uncle came to wanted to make peace. We are discussing. He said he will send money to the uncle to come and make peace. At the end of the day, they never came. Within a twinkle of an eye, I don't know what happened. The uncle did not come again. So it has been like that. Every day he will beat me and ask my brother to return his bride price. On the 19th, 17th of May, he drove me and my daughter away. And since then, we have been outside. We went to after beating us, we now went outside. We broke all the pictures, all our wedding picture. I've been married to him legally, even I did my court wedding with him. So he broke our pictures. And that day, he said he was going to kill us. We ran inside the room and used our upholstery in the room and blocked the door. At the end of the day, when he was going to throw those pictures away, we now had our way outside. We run. My daughter was shouting, "Mommy, please, let's run. I don't want to stay in this house again. Let's run." We now ran. And since then, when we came back around that time, 6:30 to 7, I was somewhere. My brother called me that he went and reported us to the police. I said, "Okay, let's go." When we went, what was the accusation was that I wanted to poison him. And this is a man that has not been bringing food, money for food since June. He ate my food June last year. I now told my brother that let's go to the police station. Since he said I want to poison him, let me know which way, because this is a man that we have not been eating together. So when we now went, at the end of the day, it was as if we bribed the police. The police was the people that was promising me that they are going to take this thing up. They will show me my right and all. And immediately he came, the worst happened. Then since then, he has been threatening me. I have been away from the house. The police called him to open door for us. He refused. And since that 19th of May till now, I and my daughter have been displaced. We are not in the house. Then I went to the compound last time to wash my clothes. When I went there, he has rented the apartment. He subletted the apartment, and the woman that was living with him now told me that they gave me sugar, that I refused to take the sugar, that the sugar is now in her mouth, that I should not come here to disturb them again. The woman fought me. At the end of the day, the compound people asked me to leave him and leave her and go. So it has been like that. When I saw that he was threatening me, last month we went to the police station just for me to make entry and for him to come and sign that he will not threaten me again, me and my daughter. Then when we got there, they now asked us to go to the human rights section. When we went to the human rights section, they invited him. They told him that he has come how many times. They told me that he has come to human rights to ask for a way to divorce me, which I never knew. But when we went there, I could not get justice. That was why one of the workers here now gave me the link to come here, and that is why I'm here. Since I married the man, it has been from one beating to another. It has been hell for me. I have been suffering. He even, if little thing, he will be telling me that I am not up to the slippers of the girlfriends and all those him and all those things. He does not provide for us. He does not pay my daughter's school fees. Since I married him, there is no time I did not carry bruises in my body, except these two months that I've been away from the house. So that is why I came here to see if I can get justice, because I have been outside with my daughter since 19th of May.
19th of May this year.
Yes, ma'am.
The day you left, that 19th of May, before you left, what was the problem? What causes the problem?
Okay.
Concentrate, you don't need to.
Okay, the day I left was the day he beat us.
What happened? Because
Okay, he came
what
back
happened
because
before he started beating
he
you?
came back from where he normally go, from the girlfriend's house. When he came, I now asked him to. I asked my daughter to go and collect money for food. When she was going, I said, no, come back. Go and collect money for your lesson, online lesson. Then when he went there, he said, has your food finished? Because during this lockdown, there are so many churches that gave us palliatives. So he said, have your food finished? I said, which food? Which one did you provide that you are saying have your food finished? That was what resulted to the fight. He said, he started calling my brother that day. Come and carry this idiot. I have told you to return my bride price and carry this idiot away from here. Come and carry. That was what resulted. We ran inside. We locked our room. We were there until he finished breaking all the wedding pictures. When he was now going to, I and my daughter was crying inside. When he was now going to trash them, my daughter now said, "Mommy, let's run away from here." So that was how we ran out. When we came back, he carried machete and said, if we knock at his door again, that he's going to kill us with this, that we should go back, that they have sent us to come and poison him again. Before my neighbor now came out and asked me, we left that place 11:30 in the night to the back to
Go.
the police people called him to open the door for us. He refused to. He said he will not open the door for us.
Police station from which police station?
It's a Irakari police station.
Right.
Irakari police station. But when I went to make my entry for him to stop threatening me, I went to our Okota police station.
Mm-hmm.
Which, when we got there, they took us to the human rights section. What they concluded was that my brother should arrange and return his bride price to him. So I now said, if I should return bride price to him,
The police people asked your brother to return his bride
price, yes. Then I now said, when I came back, I slept over it. I said, if I return bride price, it then means I don't have a case with this man. They even asked him that what he did is illegal, throwing us away from the house. Then they now asked us, when I called him my husband, he said that he's not my husband. They now asked us to follow him home. He now said, unless they want to carry corpse. They asked him again 3 times. He said, unless they want to carry my corpse. Then from then till now, they are just there.
What and what did you pick from the house?
I did not pick anything.
So what do you want?
I need justice.
In which area?
In every area.
You are the one to tell us what you want. Because according to you, from the beginning of the marriage, it has never been peace.
Yes.
From the beginning of your marriage, you have never seen peace in that marriage.
Yes.
So do you encourage, if I on my own wake up, said, okay, be reconciled with such man, because he said, who wears shoes, know where he pinches the person. If you have never known peace in the marriage, and from the beginning, from the day you married this man, you have always been brutalized, beaten, molested, disgraced, injured, do you still want the marriage? Except you tell us exactly what have been prompting the man beating you. Then you will not know areas to go in. Because when you said, this man is beating me since the day of my marriage, we are all married.
Yes,
and there are so many things that prompt issues in marriage. Except you choose not to understand your spouse. There is no way to be married to a man or a woman today and both of you will get to understand yourself. No. The infatuation, that beginning, that love foresight will make both of you behave as if you overlove each other. But when you begin to live with the person, the real being in that person will begin to come out, begin to unveil. And those are the area where people see challenges in their marriage. And that is where you will also have to study whom you are married to. Because if you're married to a man that is temperamental, that has been hiding his temper, and God having you to himself, or fulfill your diary, wedding, court, and all these things, then he started misbehaving or bringing out another attitude, you are the one to calm down and begin to study this person. Why is this man behaving this way? Is it that he hates me? Is it something that is complaining that I personally, I did not change? Is it that you are trying to confront him? Because if you are married to a man that have ego, and you don't seem to also step down to let him have his way, you will never have peace in such marriage. And you'll be thinking probably the man is wicked, or he hates you, or not. The ability to study your spouse is the most important thing. But you find 30 to 40% men that will be willing to study their wife. The wives take pain to study their husband because you are peacemaker. A house is given to you to build. In the sense that if you are married to a man that is too aggressive, so petty, any little thing he pick offense. If you do this, he pick offense. If you do that, he pick offense. Nothing. You find it hard to please such person. You have to take your own time. If you don't take your time, you cannot stay in such home. And anything, at what point, from which year in your marriage that you started experiencing that brutality and embarrassment from him?
Right from even when we said we were cutting, I can remember the very day we were going for our court wedding. He fought me too. But at the end of the day, I was still believing. My elder brother is here, you can ask him. There was no time I reported him. I was still believing that things would get better. He is such a man that has ego. To the extent that this problem that is going on now, the brother have called me. What did this girl do to you that every time you said you want her to go, he said he will kill me and nobody will ask of me, that I don't have anybody. If you see how he pieces my family, even my dad that he does not know, he will be insulting everybody. So he's the kind of man that has ego, and he believes that if he kills me, he said it, that nobody will ask of me.
What did he do for a living?
He is a man of God. He said he's a bishop.
He's a what?
Bishop.
Bishop in which church?
Christ Overwhelming Glory.
Christ Overwhelming Glory.
Glories.
He's the owner of the church?
Yes.
He's the owner of the church?
Yes.
This case is tough small. He's the owner of the church.
Yes.
And your church member did not talk to him?
So many of them were gone. He's only people that he's the kind of person that hypnotizes people. So many of God. I can remember 3 years ago, one came.
Go ahead.
So the woman came and stayed in the church. That was that I saw, me and my daughter, we saw her that time. My daughter was 2 years old. Every morning, my husband will leave the house 7 o'clock through the back door. We don't know that he has left to the church. The woman camped in the church. Then that there was church, but now he's using his palace church. The woman will camp there, be seducing the man. But that day, as God may have it, as God may have it, I went to a church and I sowed the seed, and God blew that woman away. And since that time, there was I forgot about her. So the day we were going somewhere, he saw one woman. He said, "This is Oluchi, people like Oluchi." I said, "Which Oluchi?"
Thank you, blessed Dominion. Go ahead.
He started explaining to me. So when I said, your girlfriend, that day they beat me in the church. I was still in the church till after 1 in the midnight.
Who was beating you?
2 of them.
The man and the woman.
The man and the woman.
Wait, you said he's holding the church now in his
yes,
house?
Now there is no more. The church now come back down to church, to our house.
No more church again.
No more. There is no more rented place again.
And he have pastors that preach in that church? Or only him?
He's the founder.
No, founder of church does not mean they don't have pastors. He doesn't have pastors that
he has
preaching.
He has people that he ordained, but so many of them I know have left.
Remaining how many? What is the capacity of the church?
They know they reach 15.
15.
It's only girls, those that still believe that maybe when they push me away, they will occupy space.
So he doesn't do any other thing apart from the 15 members of the church he founded. Do you meet him as a pastor, or you met him doing something else?
He's an author.
How?
He has written books on prayers. That's the only thing I know.
Who sponsored the marriage?
Nobody. We just planned the marriage.
Both of you?
Yes.
Were you working when you met him?
No, at that time I just finished school.
Just finished school. So he was the one that used his money to.
So many people gave us money.
The relationship, was he in any relationship before you met him?
That was why I said initially that the marriage was under the seat, because I heard that he has stayed with a woman for 16 years.
You had
that one? Yes, I didn't know. It was now when I got to know about it, then I now told him that he must go, that since he said that he didn't pay the woman's dowry, he now went and put it in a CD and tagged it God's deliverance on evil relationship. So before I now get to know the woman, but I've not had a talk with the woman one-on-one.
The woman is in Nigeria here?
Yes, the woman lives around that girl.
And they have kids together?
No.
They have no kids?
Yeah.
16 years?
Yes.
Of relationship?
Yes.
You were living together?
Yes.
How old was the man before you married him?
When I married him 11 years ago, when I was 25, 26. Then when I met him, he was counting 30 something, but I know that he was up to that. But I can count that he is my senior for, that is, maybe he gave me like 11 to 12 years.
40 something then?
Yes.
So what efforts, I believe you are married to the family, do you have a relationship with the family?
Yes, I have a relationship.
So who have you spoken to?
Okay. All this while I have been talking, even the younger brother stayed with us. But when he saw how the fight was, and anytime we are fighting, that one will be blaming him. He now said that one was friending me. So out of annoyance, he left the house. So at the end of the day, I have called, even December that we went for the grandmother's burial, I reported the case to the mother. I reported the case to the sisters. I now reported the case to the uncle. The uncle was handling the case. All my conversation with the uncle is in my phone, even with the younger brother. But all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. They are no more relating with me. It's just like 3 days ago, somebody called me. One SP from Port Harcourt called me and told me that the man was supposed to marry the younger sister. but eventually the marriage did not hold. So he was telling me that Child Benjamin called me this afternoon and was crying. I said, why was he crying? He said that he's not happy the way my husband threw me and my daughter out. That the most worst part of it is that he threw us out and he got a woman again to stay with. Then I told him that they cried that Benjamin has been on my side, but all of a sudden he changed. He said, no, that Benjamin, the way he cried this afternoon, that was why he decided to call me. And I tell you, I recorded all the things because this time around I was being careful. I recorded my conversation with him. I said, okay, that all of a sudden Benjamin changed. I don't know what happened. So that's it.
Who is Benjamin?
Benjamin is the only brother. They are two boys.
And they don't have parents.
Their mother
Again.
is alive. Their dad is
Since you were chased from the house with your daughter, have you spoken to your
I
mother-in-law?
have not spoken with him because my brother called him. The first night this thing happened, I called her. So I thought she was with me. So to my greatest surprise, when my brother called her, he started making another statement that he's not happy with me. That why should I relate the family issue to the uncle, the only brother that the husband have?
And that's the man that paid the dowry.
And that's the man that came and paid my dowry.
And since then, you did not call her again.
Since then, there was a day I called her all through. The day we were fighting, she did not pick her call. And since that day, then after I called her, she did not pick her call. The son now called immediately. She picked her call. So I was hearing her voice when she was shouting. So I didn't want to call her again since then.
You come over, you say you have some things to tell us as regard to this case. Dress this way. Let him see them.
Yes, but the issue is that
Sit down first. Your name?
my name is Victor Kiama.
Okay.
I'm the senior brother to
You will speak up because they are complaining. You're not speaking to
I am
this
this-
office, you are
I'm this-
speaking to the whole world.
I'm the senior brother to Doborah.
Okay.
Since this problem started, she told me what was going on. I said, okay, there's no problem. I advised her, take it easy. Even the issue between her and the entire family, the way they are taking the issue, I did not react so quickly until the day she called me that the husband had been open door for them after chasing them away. I said, okay, the next day I went to meet her at the Irakari police station. I met with the police officers. They weren't happy over it. They said that they were surprised that a pastor could do such a thing. And even they went that night begging him to open door for them, but he refused. Then after said and done, unfortunately, the man came to the police station. Immediately he came to police station, he started shouting. He saw me, he started abusing me, saying all sort of things, calling me and my family how useless we are. That he has told me to return the bride price. I said, yes, you told me to return bride price. I didn't return your bride price. You gave me you paid my sister's bride price in my house, that I'm an Igbo man. Traditionally, if you want to return the bride, if you want to collect bride, bring your people to my house with my daughter to my house that you don't want to marry. That is our tradition. Because you came to my house to marry her. I didn't bring her to police station for you to marry. So he started abusing me. He left the police station. So I left, went home. So the next day, she told me that, do I know that this man did not allow them to enter house that night? And they have to go and sleep, that they slept outside the gate there the next day before they found where to stay. So I said, okay, that has he gone back to police to tell the police? She said she went to tell the police. So after that incident, I was in my house. He came again one Sunday afternoon with one boy that,
Right.
that I should come and carry my sister and return his bride price. I equally reminded him what I told him last time we made that statement, that he should come to my house with his people. That I'm not
Who told you that?
the husband.
Did what?
He came to my house that I should come and carry my sister's property and carry my sister and return his dowry. I said, you are an Igbo man. Bring your people here with my sister. I will return your bride price. So after that incident, he has been beating her. He has been saying all sort of things against the family. I told the mother that, look at what is going on. He said, yes, she's aware that he has told the son to calm down, that he will be coming to Lagos to settle the matter. So to my greatest surprise, the day we went to Rakari police station, he came and was shouting at me that I'm disturbing, the mother said I'm disturbing her, that concerning my sister, that they are not interested in marrying my sister, that I should return the bride price. When he said it at the police station, those police people told him no, that is not how to return bride price. That he is the one that will go to my house with the people and demand for the bride price and state the reason why he doesn't want to marry her. Then we'll settle and everybody will go. That moreover, this girl waited in the court that there's nothing we can do. They were saying that it's the human rights people that will settle this thing. So he later went outside with those police people and discussed. I don't know what they discussed. He left from there. He didn't come back to meet us.
Who is the IPO?
I don't even know who is there.
Who reported the case?
He's the one that reported us.
Is the one that reported you? I thought you said you went to police station to report him.
Yes, he reported us, and after everything, he left. Then we went back to where we were staying. So he was now threatening me on phone. So I now said,
You have the record of the threat.
he used to send me messages lying against me.
What kind of messages? What kind of lies?
He's telling me that, like last time he was saying that I used to carry my daughter to beer parlor, this one and that one, that people are seeing me. I said me. That is not me. He said anything that happened to my daughter, that he's going to deal with me.
But why do you dress this girl out like this? Why do you dress her out like this?
Only the problem is that the place I kept it, she's staying.
Mm.
They didn't wash her clothes. So these are the only ones.
Is some of you parents, they are the problem of your people abusing your children. Look at the way you dress this young child out of the house from wherever you are coming from to this place. I'm the one that hide this girl face from public. Look at her. What kind of thing? Because I told you, I don't judge people one side. If your husband did not come, we are still going to get another upper police office involved, that they will still have to arrest him and let him come and talk about why he chased this girl away, and we also from there extract a statement of what you are saying here. Because you cannot just say this man is beating you, this man is beating you since you get married to this man, you never had peace. But you stayed there, a house that you've not had peace from. You can station, you don't need to be picking me. The house you stayed for the past how many years of your marriage? This is 10, 11 years now. You did not, you still stay. And you feel the man is the evil person in the marriage. 1 year, and you notice that this person is aggressive, everything you are saying here now, You said you noticed it when both of you were cutting, and that is a bad sign for you not to go into the marriage. But you still went ahead, you go into it. You did not stop there. From your statement, you tell this office you have been an aggressive person, beating you. Every dining chair in that house, he used it on you. You are a foul person. Even if you have been beaten or injured past 6-7 years ago, we will still see the sign of that brutality in your body.
I can
Your face is not damaged. There's no sign of wound on your face, no sign of your body on your neck. Where that is the first where any hand of what is it called of violence. If I want to, like, I'm having any confrontation with you on violence, the first place I'll target is your face. I'll either slap you or hit something or hook you, and you will see mark of wound on your body. Now, aside that, you're a very fair person, which your skin is very delicate. There is no way this man have been using all objects on you the same way you come to this office to say, and you have no single mark. And for 11 years, you have been beaten by this man. You have been using many objects have been used on you, including, according to you, all the doors in your house have no key. Where he destroyed the doors, come in there, beat you up, use your dining chair, hit it on you, and all the dining chairs have been broken. You don't have even any single one again. You're not talking to a daft here.
Yes, mommy.
Then you cannot even, what have you done now that will make this man to be beating you? You did not even tell us what, this is what I did though, that he beats me the first day. Oh, this is what I did the second time that he beats me. You make one statement now. You said you send your daughter to go and meet the man, that he should give her money for lesson or whatever. The man asked, have your food finished?
Yes.
What was your response? Which one have you buy that you're asking whether has your food finished? Is that a right statement or a right word for a housewife to use on her husband? It's unfortunate the man did not honor this invitation today, but if he did not honor, the case will not stop here. We'll still get other authority involved that will still have to invite the man and listen to the man, because it's not beast. Because one thing must prompt something. Your statement alone, that's what, that response to the man that you send your little daughter. How old is this girl? This girl shouldn't be more than 5 years. 5 years. A 5 years girl, you are sending the girl to the father to go and get food or whatever. What stop you in going there? Then you went there, he asks, has your food finished? Say, what is it? Which one have you provided? You're asking if he has finished. Yeah. Even if your husband cannot provide, I've seen women that shoulder the responsibility of their home, and nobody, not even their family member, will know that this person is the one responsible for the upkeep of the family, both in house rent, children, school fees, and everything. It takes wisdom to keep your home. It's not the way you are going about it. I've not heard from the man, but I'm just saying it based on what you have said, and you have not told this house, this is what this man, you have not even pinpointed, this is what prompted the last one, only one, since 11 years of your marriage, the only one thing you remember to tell of that the reason, what your issue between you and your husband is your response. What have you tell him? Did we have the remaining one? So you must have been the one challenging the man in one thing, in one way or the other. You want to shoulder with him, then it becomes issues. I am not judging against you, neither am I taking side on the man, because I don't know the man and I've not even met him. So we should listen to and hear out from the man. You are not in the house. You went out now. You are sleeping with other people. As pretty as your daughter, as attractive as we have case now. 64 years old man defiled 4 years girl. The case is coming up. The case is on land. The other people have treated the case. They just caught our attention yesterday night. So if 64 years old man has already started sleeping with 4 years girl, and your daughter is 5 years, very attractive, and this girl look more bigger than even 5 years. Only her lap alone look at her like adults. And you not dress her naked from your house to the public, all the way to this area. That alone can cause problem. That alone can cause serious problem in a marriage. This is not beach. This is not, this is not house. There are even things these days that demons have started living in the life of some men. Nobody will encourage, will advise parents to dress their children in a very responsible way. Cover your daughters, your girl child. Don't use the body of the child to tempt men that will lead them abusing the girl sexually, because once a child is being molested sexually, you cannot take that trauma out of the child. You cannot return the girl back to virgin. The worst you can do to the man, maybe they send him to the prison, except in a family where you see tough men, they will bent on killing the person by all means. But the deed has been done. Even if the man died, he has already defiled your child. Indecent dressing is not advisable on children at all. This one is totally out of it. I don't know your husband, but I just have to caution you so that you just have to stop it. This one, so things this way, we need to even be arresting some parents, because if you check what leads to all these men touching, there's nothing that even wants that will warrant any man started touching children that you can give birth to up to 110 times. But we will have to protect first, then we'll guide them against eventuality. Then the issue of the beating of your husband, I want to ask you, do you still want the marriage, or you want to go out of the marriage and you want your things in his custody?
Ma, please, I want to apologize for what you have said. It's a motherly advice. I'm sorry about it. But I want to tell you that you said, yes, God knows that. There was a scripture I am my brother, we quoted for him last time, because I know that my family is saying that he will use his money and his to deal with us. But I told him that I believe in the scripture that said, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. All this while that he has been doing like this, I am not a bad woman. I am from a family of 10, and by the grace of God, I am the last one. God knows my mind towards this marriage. And as I talk to you, I will get my own punishment if I should lie against him. Yes, he's a beast. He told me that he was going to kill me. They asked him, what did this girl do to you? She said she's stubborn. Did you catch her with a man? No. Did she steal your money? No. She's stubborn. The uncle now told him, you are a deliverance minister, so to say. Why don't you deliver him from stubbornness? You need to see this man. He told me that he hates me, that he doesn't have any feeling for me. And it has been like that. God knows that I am one of the women that desire a peaceful marriage. As I am now, I cannot be. There are so many marriages are jealous in my compound. Sometimes I will be citing an example. I say, look at you. They clap hands for here every Sunday. Look at people that you even say they are not going to church. They are better than us. One thing that you must know, mommy, at my own age, any man that will stay, how can a man be comparing the wife with the bedroom slippers of a lady that is not yet married? The lady brought soup for him. And I was in the parlor sitting room with him with one account. He went to the dining table. When he went to the dining table, he took that soup and gave it to him. And left and told me, mommy, bye-bye. I said bye-bye. When she left, I went and touched that food. It was this small ice cream plate. He now said, I should go and make eba for him to eat. I said, the person that brought you soup did not make eba for you. I was here. This girl brought this soup.
I should go and do what?
I should make eba for him. I said, this lady that brought soup for you did not bring eba for you. I was here, this girl brought this soup. God see the man that you will say, mommy, make eba for daddy. But she gave it to you and left. He started raking. One of the pastors that was with him and said, my bishop, you eat rubbish. He said, I am not up to this bedroom slippers of the lady. Will that make me happy? These are the things he has told me so many times that we are not compatible. How can you be in a house? You'll be telling your wife, don't wear trousers, don't do this, but you go out with ladies that do the same thing. Since he married me, heaven is my witness. He has never buy me anything. Last time, one woman in our street called me and said, I used to like you and your daughter when you pass. Be careful before all these young girls will collect sleep from you and sleep. Now my husband comes to the places she's selling shoe to pay for a woman shoe at the rate of 8,000. When I was pregnant of this girl, one of my friends that goes to Dubai brought clothes. He asked me to choose two. I chose two. Do you know that since that day till now, Marvelous is 5 years plus. He has not paid for those clothes. It's not as if I am laying any allegation. How I wish he's there. He's not a beast. He's not a beast. I went to the police station. When they asked, I called him my husband. He said I shouldn't call my husband. He said it's all over. I was still telling them I want to still marry. I am not a bad woman. He said in our house that 20 of my sisters left their husband. That is a reproach in my house. Insulting everybody, insulting my dad that he didn't see. He came to marry me on the day we were going to travel for introduction. That morning on Thursday, my mom died. I told him I'm not marrying again. It's a sign. He started begging me. There is nothing I have not. There is no sacrifice I have not made for this marriage. They made him an ambassador, UN ambassador. He said that he has arrived. People were asking him, you are carrying people. What of these wives that have been with you in thick and in thin? You are carrying people. He will be in his room begging a woman to marry him. I have been with him since last year. I never knew that he went to human rights to ask them the process of which he will divorce me. And I was with him. I didn't know. When he discovered that one person know him there, he now relocated to Yaba. When I now reported the case, when I went there, they said they know this man. They went and brought him to that place. But what made me to really come here was when they said that we should return the bride price. We agreed there. But on a normal, I said, no, this thing can't be. How can we just return bride price when I have a child with him? I was saying I want to marry, but he said he does. Somebody that rejects you, will I accept him? I not said I don't want again. There is nothing I have been doing. Heaven is my witness. He has already said it that anywhere I report the case, and instead of me to win him, that he will lay allegation on me. So, but in this case, I seek for justice. I seek for justice, and I pray that I find the justice. But if this thing is done, there is no problem. Heaven is real. That's my belief. I don't have, so to say, he said there was nobody, that I don't have anybody, but I have God. That's the issue, man.
Give us the number, let us call it first before we put another step. Switch forward.
This is
Excuse me. You say his name is Chukwuemeka.
Six. Four. 368.
Hold it to the screen, let them help you. Okay, viewers, this is the apostle. Is it apostle bishop? This is the bishop number from the wife. Please help us call bishop. If we can have bishop responding back to this case briefly, since he's not coming before we take our next step of action. Because apart from the woman, the innocent child involved, we need to consider the safety of the child. Throwing the child out of the house and living in a place where we don't even know how safe they are wherever they are now. Please. Call the number, let's see.
080
Huh?
080
Uh-huh.
33
Uh-huh.
064 368.
064
368.
368. Please help us, viewers, followers, members. Please help us call Apostle Chukwuemeka to respond to our office so that we can have his statement on how we can return these people back home, at least for the sake of the child. Probably he have his own, what is bothering him, which he need to speak, and how we can be of help to the family for peaceful resolution. Please, if you get back to him, if you get him on phone, please stop. Let me pick call and see if they are calling already. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, are you calling in respect of this case?
Hello?
Are you calling in respect of this case?
Hello?
Please get to our bishop. Let us see how bishop will chase wife away from house, wife and daughter. Let's see how the intervention of God that they are serving. Let's ask bishop what is the issue, then know how we can be of help. No. Oh, no, don't show your face. Any response, please? The land is reachable now. We're calling. Let's call again for the last one. it's all right. It's not picking, and I believe the same thing is doing. Is that somebody said, Blessing said he's not picking. He knows what he's doing. Not picking. Uchokeke also try him. Okay, don't worry. Since he's not picking, we'll revisit the case. We'll send him a final remind notice. Send him a reminder. He's not pick. All right, thank you, viewers, for your efforts to have tried to reach the man. We'll send him a reminder and also expecting to have him back in our office. And outside that, not for the sake of the woman per se, but for the innocent child that is still very tender to be thrown out of the house, no matter what, he should be able to provide a secure place where this child can stay rather than sleeping around from friends to friends. And situation of things, COVID-19 and other deadly diseases are out there, and the child is not supposed to be exposed to this point because she's still a child and very, very tender. So we'll try our best to call him again to bring him to the office so as to hear his own side of the story, and also appeal and ask God for God intervention on how they can have a peaceful restoration of their marriage. Evil is everywhere. So please, if you are married, of course, we know there are so many challenges in marriage. It's not easy for those that knows that they are married genuinely married. There's always temptation from both sides, from wife, husband, children out there, and some women that are bent on not having, looking for her to settle down with their own man rather than going about looking for married men that they need to chase, throw their wives out of the house before they get settled on their own. It's just a pity, and you cannot go unpunished. And as a married woman, we encourage yourself, please pray harder. Don't just live life like any other thing, because marriage is full of temptation. It's a school, it's an education that you will never graduate from. So please, as they unfold, keep praying and ask for God intervention in your marriage, because a lot is going out there, and we all know what God established. Devil is always there to fight against the peace and unity of any good union. We'll still try our best to see what we can do as far as this case is concerned. Thank you very much for being with us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice TV, and follow us on our Facebook page on Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Advocate Center. For more useful information, please visit our website on www.hrdac.org.ng. And for some of you that want to lay complaint, please, you can visit our email, send your message to our email on info@hrdac.org.ng. That is where you can send your complaint to on that. Thank you, and join us again for another interesting case. Have a nice day.